Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here, let me explain you and present you about my presentation. It's about weight, especially about the weight that influence the aircraft motion. But before I start, let me introduce myself first. My name is Rifki Harifala. I'm from 3EE class or GMF Air Asia class. Okay, let's move to the first point. Here is about the aircraft motion itself. Actually, there are four forces that influence the aircraft motion itself actually. They are lift, weight, drag, and thrust. And every force here has a different function actually. Even has opposite function, just like lift and weight, and then drag and thrust. And then the second point is about weight. It's like the introduction of weight of the aircraft itself, because here we talk about aircraft motion. Weight, it means the total of weight of the aircraft is a combination of the weight of the aircraft itself, the crew, the fuel, and the cargo. That's the meaning of the total weight of the aircraft. And then here, the heavy force pulls the plane downward as it is influenced by the gravitational force of the Earth. Yeah, sure, if we talk about weight of the aircraft, we will talk about gravity or gravitational. And then if we talk about gravity, it will relate to Einstein's general law of relativity. Yeah, it's regarding about gravity. It says the heavier the aircraft will force the opposite force to work harder by adding an elevator, which in other words adds thrust. Yeah, and then here we talk about stability. Sure, if we talk about the aircraft and the airplane that flying in the sky, sure, we will talk about stability. And here, just like what I said, thrust and drag, lift and weight. Yeah, those couple has a opposite function of the aircraft motion. Just like thrust has the function to to push the aircraft gone, and then drag has the function to hold or to slow the aircraft itself. Just like lift has the function to pull the aircraft upward, and then weight has the function to push the aircraft downward. And then if we talk about stability of the aircraft, we will talk about the center of gravity. And then the center of gravity is like the most important thing, because the position of the aircraft, the position of the airplane itself is influenced by the center of gravity. Here, gravity is the force of attraction that draws all the objects to the center of the earth. Yeah, and then center of gravity can be regarded as the point where all the aircraft's weight is centered. Yeah, center of gravity is really important if we talk about stability. And then the position of center of gravity is determined by the general design of each aircraft. So every aircraft, not every, see, it's like every type of the aircraft has a different design itself. So the design of that aircraft also determined by the center of gravity actually, the position of center of gravity. And sure, actually the plane designer always determines how far the center of pressure will move, and then they will make the center of gravity point in front of the center of pressure for a certain speed of the aircraft to gain sufficient capability to restore an equilibrium flight state. Yep, it's really important to know about it, because every aircraft has a different design, right? Just like Airbus and Boeing and others. Actually, here until here is my point. But before I close this presentation, let me conclude a bit about my presentation now. In fact, there are four forces that influence the aircraft motion itself. They are lift, weight, drag, and thrust. And every force here has a different function, even has the opposite function, just like lift and weight, and then drag and thrust. And then the total combination, the total weight of the aircraft itself, actually, here, let me open it first. The total weight of the aircraft itself is a combination of the weight of the aircraft itself, the crew, the fuel, and the cargo. That's the meaning of the total weight of the aircraft. And if we talk about aircraft, sure we'll talk about stability and then center of gravity. And then about gravity, it relates to Einstein's general law of relativity. Yep, maybe it's done for me. Thanks for your attention. Forgive me if I have a mistake by saying something. See you later. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.